Good evening, everybody. And today, as you guys know, is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, which was a horrific day in the history of America. I don't really have any plans for this video. I just wanted to put up a video talking about it. So I'm just going to ramble on for a few minutes here, and I hope you guys follow along with me. I remember 9/11 like it was yesterday. I'm 29 now, which means I was 9 years old when it happened. I was homeschooled, and so I remember my mom basically ripping me and my sister out of our beds and sitting us down in front of the TV and showing us, saying, "Hey, we're being attacked." And it was right after the first one hit, and I remember all the images, seeing the second plane hit. I remember seeing the people jumping out of the buildings. I remember watching them fall. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I was only 9 years old, but I remember every image, every feeling, every emotion that I had. And what amazes me is that a 9-year-old at the time, 29 now, I remember it like it was yesterday, but it seems as if many people have forgotten it like it was 200 years ago. I remember that the day after 9/11, how it didn't matter what race you were, what religion you were, whether you had an R or a D next to your name, we all were Americans, pro-Americans, pro-military, pro-cop, pro-firefighters, just pro-American. We were one. And unfortunately, it seems that every year that has gone on, we've gotten farther and farther away from that. But there's a large part of us that will never forget that day. And will never forget that at the end of the day, America does come first, because America is the greatest country in the world. That's the greatest country in the world because of the freedoms we have, the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, the freedom to right to bear arms, the freedom to say what you want, to do whatever you want to do, to provide for your family, to have the biggest family you ever could have, and the littlest family to not have a family, whatever it is, you can do whatever you want. And just thinking about 9/11 and everything that happened that day, I know that there are still a lot of families that are hurting from that. I could hardly talk about it without getting emotional. I didn't even lose anybody there. But to the families that lost people there, I'm sorry. To the families of first responders who gave their life to save people, thank you for your service. And I'm sorry for your loss. It was a really bad day in American history, and like I said, I remember that was the first time that I felt some emotions that I'd never felt before as a young child. And I think that's one reason that it's so ingrained into my memory. But as we continue to go on and we continue to fight for this country, we just have to remember that we cannot forget things like 9/11, because things like 9/11, even though how tragic it was, 9/11 did bring us together, and we need to come back together like we did on September 12th. Because that's the only way we're going to make it through these challenging times that our country is in. So, again, to everybody out there who lost somebody in 9/11, I'm so sorry. My prayers go out to you, to all the families that lost somebody, first responders, all those guys. Thank you for your service, and I'm sorry as well. God's good, and He does use everything for good in the end. And I know that someday it'll all make sense. But even 20 years later, it still doesn't make sense to me. But I hope that we continue to can grow and come back together like we did on September 12th. That's my prayer and my hope. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.